Today is the official beginning of the enrollment for the Good Leadership Certification Program. On your way out, we want to make sure you take some of these things home, either for yourself or for someone else. It's the really intense boot camp that we do around good leadership that happens immediately following the Good Leadership Breakfast. There's many of you in the room are alumni of that program, and many are in the program right now. So just want to make sure that you get one of these on the way out the door. In addition to that, you guys know that I write this blog every Tuesday morning, and several people have encouraged me to think about how we can turn that into some other sort of a book. And so today is the launch of the Good Leadership Today book. It's my 6th book project. The value proposition of this book came from a quote, a response to one of my blogs. Someone wrote in and said, listen, I have learned to prepare differently for how I show up as a leader because I respond to the questions. I always answer out loud in my office my answer to your question that you put down every month or every week. And so we put a panel of readers together who selected the 31 most inspirational blogs over the first 200. And so the value proposition is read one every day, 31 in the longest month of the year, and see if people don't notice how you show up differently. It's free out at goodleadership.com. It's also on Amazon and Barnes & Noble. Today's the launch. We hope that you go out and find it and spread it like wildfire. It's free, and it'll help us spread the mission here. I'm going to write about something in the next couple of weeks, and I want to share it with you. It's related to the fact that it's Memorial Day weekend. I'm a Rotarian. I've been in the same Rotary Club for 24 years. And this Wednesday, we had a speaker who was this really interesting woman, 82 years old. She grew up in Würzburg, Germany. And those of you who know anything about World War II, Würzburg was the last city that was flattened by the Allies through bombing right before the war ended. And she was a child at that point, not a child, a teenager. And she really put a thought in my head about Memorial Day. Around here, particularly in Minnesota, we think about Memorial Day as the time to go to the lake, clean up our yards, start our summer. She said, I want you to remember that we were a nation that was really confused. Half of my family was saying Hitler was second to God, and the other half of my family was figuring out how we could get out of Germany. And when the Allied forces came through, she said they were our hope. The United States military was the only thing that I had hope for when I was a 16-year-old girl. And then when she was 17, she met an American soldier, fell in love, he married her, and she grew her family here in the United States. So she said, you know what? Don't take Memorial Day for granted. Awesome story. I feel like I'm the luckiest guy on the planet because I get to write about people like that. So in a couple weeks, you'll probably hear my story about her. She's a published author. She's written about it. And maybe I might even have her come and talk to us. It's summertime in Minnesota. We take a couple of months off. We'll be back in August. Our mission is spreading goodness in leadership and business. Every time you come, every time you invite somebody, every time you think about 7Fs or the cornerstones of goodness, you're advancing the cause. I could not be more grateful. I hope I see you in August. Thank you very much.